Well, hello, kids. A little different today. Realized that I forgot to film. I shouldn't say I forgot. I accidentally deleted your day 3 film, so we got to redo it here at home. Um, don't worry though. I hope you're all staying afloat like me during your online learning. Uh? Uh? Now, right, the quick recall of all of our graphs, right? We have our line, all right, linear, constant rate of change. All right, then we have our exponential, the whoosh, all right. Looks like a skateboard jump, all right. Then for quadratic, right, the u, the parabola, we just did a bunch of these in last chapter. Absolute value is a v. And then the square root, which is that sideways parabola, but just the top, okay? So now we are on day 3, and we're going to be looking at all of those graphs, but we're going to be moving them around, all right? We're going to be translating functions. Now, the original time I recorded this, I talked in some different languages, but we're not doing that. When we get back to school, maybe I'll teach you how to translate some different languages. Multifaceted. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to look through the notes that are already completed, just kind of explain, talk through all that. All right, you know, if you have any questions, you can either text me a reminder, email me, all right, or just ask a question in the question document. So we have this first one, the square root of x. All right, so if we remember, our parent graph starts at 0, 0, and then goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 3. The big thing is you just need to know it starts at 0 and goes up and to the right. Now, when we plug this into Desmos and we see this x minus 3 here, and then the plus 9 outside, what happens is we move 3 to the right and 9 up, okay? So let's talk about the second one now. So x squared, this is our parabola. So starts at 0, 0, goes up 1 over 3, up 1, up 3 each time, all right? Now we plug it into Desmos and we can see, all right, I already have it graphed on here in blue. This x plus 1 and this minus 6 go left 1 and down 6. And then finally, our absolute value, the v, our original 0, 0, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, all the way around. And then this x minus 8 actually moves us to the right 8. Now the big pattern with this, and it's something we've already talked about with other functions in the past, is if we are inside, so say this x minus 3, this x plus 1, this x minus 8, we are actually moving the opposite of where we think we're going to move. So this minus goes to the right, this plus goes to the left, and this minus goes to the right. And if it's inside with x, that means it moves side to side. If it's outside by itself, that means it moves y, and it's actually normal. So this plus 9 is just up 9. The minus 6 is down 6. And the 0 out here means we don't go up or down at all. So using that, we're going to go to some different functions and just say where they go. So for number 1, the plus 2 and then the plus 6 outside. Well, the plus 2 is opposite, so that's left. And then the plus 6 is up, so left 2, up 6. Our new vertex for this one would be, holy moly, I did not realize I was that big of a marker. Let's change that. Our vertex would be negative 2, 6. That's where we would start, all right? Now for 2, okay, we have our v, the absolute value. Now we have minus 1 inside, so we're right, and then negative outside, so that means we're down. So our new vertex, the start of our v is 1, 9. Okay? And then finally, for this row, we have a little weirder one. We have exponential. Now, the big thing is if you see this plus 2, that's up with x. That's in the function. So that means we're left 2, and then this 3 is down 3. Now, exponentials don't have a vertex, so we can't write a vertex for that. For 4, the 1 is on the outside, so it's just up 1. So our new starting point would be 0, 1. let's erase this part. And then for 5, left 1, up 1, because of the +1 inside and the -1 outside. So we'd start at -1, 1. Okay. And then finally for 6, this is linear. That's another little tricky one. It's just down 2, and linear does not have a vertex, so we can't say anything about that. So now on the back of your notes, we're going to do a little bit differently. We're going to see how much the shift is, and then we're going to put it into our function. So for this first one, all right, this is a square root function. You can tell that it only has the top. It goes up and out. Now our vertex is currently at 1, 2. So how the heck did we get there? Well, we started at 0, 0. We went right 1 and up 2. So the right means minus, and that is inside, and then the +2 is outside. Right, now, let's look at our second one. It's parabola, the U. All right. Our vertex was at 0, 0. Our new vertex is at right 1, down 3. So once again, the right 1 means we're going -1 inside. We're squared because we're the U, and then down 3. Okay? Now, just to remind you too, on Friday there you will have a quiz over this. Most of the quiz will be multiple choice though. So I'm not going to make you draw any of these out. I just need you to know what they look like and what the shift does. All right, and then we have 3 different absolute values, so 3 different V's. We just got to see where they go. So the first one's left 1, up 2, so -1, meaning +1 because of the left, and then up 2. Second one, we're just right 2, so that's -2. And the last one, we are right 1, up 3, so that's -1 and +3. Remember, inside is always opposite, outside is always normal. Now, finally, we have a couple different graphs and we want to see what the shift is. So for this first one, if we were to go from the gray to the blue, all right, 2 different parabolas, that is just up 1 each time. All right. So we have 3 specific points, and each of those were just up 1. Even if we wanted to go this 5th one up here, the graph is just shifted up 1. Now, for the second one, we have 2 linear functions. How do we, all right, so it says f of x plus h. Now, if you notice, this h is outside of f. If it was inside, it would be right in here with x. So it's outside, so that means it's vertical, all right, up and down. So to go from f, which is red, to g, which is blue, that is up 5, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that h value, that shift up, is 5, okay? So that's it. If you have any other questions, feel free, email me, post it on Classroom, send me a remind message, type it in the question document, anything, let me know. All right, I'm here for you. Don't be afraid. All right, stay healthy out there, kids.